evening, SpeedGaming, and welcome to this installment of the Super Metroid Randomizer Multi-Category Tournament 2022. I am Aussie101. With me is Tracy M. We have Ape to Boot on tracking. How you doing, Tracy?
Doing fantastic. Looking forward to this one. A good SMZ3 matchup. Ace coming over from Link to the Past, then SMZ3, and now isn't doing a lot of SM. Tony, more of a starting with SMZ3 and branched out to both directions. So it should be interesting to see how they deal with the randomizer. Of course, Ace I know really well because Ace and I are partners in co-ops and teammates in league. So Tony I've also known for a while. So two really good guys going at it tonight.
Yeah, same. Friends with both of them. They're big in the SMZ3 scene, which tends to mean that they're skilled at the hard SM tricks.
Yep.
So they shouldn't give them any trouble today.
Yeah, I know Ace in particular, and I know Absolute Duck has talked about this as well. Still hasn't quite figured out ammo. Because, in SMZ3, there's no fanfare, so you just take all of the ammo you can get. And here, it's a 7-second pickup, so definitely something that concerns him in general. I don't know if Tony's the same way, but, coming from SMZ3, I'd imagine that he might have similar feelings about it.
Yeah, like without the fanfare, you can always lean on like playing safe and just over collecting ammo and not having to worry about it.
And of course, our settings this week: major, minor, light area, and boss shuffle. So, you want to talk about light area for a second?
So light area. Last week was full area. So you've seen that the different regions of the map are divided up into like groups of rooms. Light area is a little bit easier to plan around as a runner, I find, where so each region has, like in vanilla, it has the connectors, and the connector is going to be the same in light area as in vanilla, but shuffled.
Right.
Yeah, so that sounded
as an example,
confusing,
yeah. So as an example, Turian will always be off of criteria. Croc will always be off upper norfair, things like that. Looks like Tony had a little bit of trouble getting that morph ball. Is going to reset. I also want to shout out they both forgot to just wall jump up because the morph ball was not in the first spot. But bombs early, it'll be nice. Don't have to worry about soft locks. Also means we may not be getting early power bombs. Oh, there they are. Never mind.
Also playing major minor, so the morph pedestal and the ceiling E-tank are going to be major items.
Tony's still having trouble with this deboost. And he killed his gamer friend. There is a backup strat that if you wait for the gamers to run around, you can use them. Ace going straight up. I'm surprised he's not at least checking the minor item. I can see not going and checking the connector. Light area makes it a little less valuable, I think, but a little less dangerous as well. So Ace decides, you know what, I do want to check that minor. So.
I've seen people skip it. Like you're just looking for a super pack here, really, and he can save some time. But he does get the super, and that's really big.
Yeah, we'll see if he keeps going to check the connector. Like this being light area, it's going to be something that's off of criteria, so you don't have to worry about running into a watery area or running into a heated area. But it's also, again, less valuable because, for instance, if it's Turian, you're going to be able to deduce that that's Turian before you ever have to actually go there for real. So by the time you get there, you can pretty much figure out what it is without ever going there and whether it's even useful or not.
Yeah. And if it is somewhere useful, then it makes it harder to get back up to the top criteria for this Bomb Teresa check and Terminator.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, now we have 10 supers.
Yeah, with the super pack being behind the wall, I didn't really expect supers to be hidden in this seed.
Yeah, Very has a tendency to give you a specific first super and a first power bomb pack. And then anything before that is just not going to be a super pack or a power bomb pack until you've gotten the one that it intends you to get. Tony also decided not to check the connector.
And having all their minor ammo available, they can decide how they want to play out the seed. All the connectors are reachable now.
Yeah, no super hunt, no powerbomb hunt today. I'm sure that'll make the runners feel pretty good.
So
Just a reserve tank. It's our first tank of any kind, though.
Yeah, it's really nice having like, the first E-tank, just that extra 100 health.
We have bombs, so we will fight Bomb Chorizo. This will be a quick fight, because we got supers. When can you miss it?
And a super.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the fastest way to do it if you do it right.
Yeah, like there's other ways to do the fight, but you're trying to cut down on the explosion animations. So they're going to be looking for the Green Bryn Star entrance. Also available is a Red Tower and Wreck Ship. The Torian entrance they don't need right now.
Nice SpeedZer we run into.
Yeah, SpeedZer, another really nice convenience item.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that early. I mean, it's a good chance it gets replaced by Plasma anyway, but if you can get it before Plasma and make some use of it, it's pretty good.
It's these early enemies where your P-Shot doesn't do enough to kill them, but SpeedZer does. Where
we find the tube entrance to Red Tower, which technically is not in logic, but you could sneak into the tube if you want to.
It's in logic to make that transition down, but not to come back up.
Yeah.
We have a vanilla Green Bryn Star elevator.
That's convenient. There's a lot of major items here, so it makes sense to go and clear this out. 2 connectors as well.
Opting to check the major after these back items.
Yeah, this early part of Green Bryn is also a really nice place to kind of get your early ammo. Now, Tony looks like he's gonna go to the ship and maybe go the other direction. Ooh, a gravity suit early.
Yeah, that's an early gravity suit.
Still no E-tanks. Okay, Tony, you gonna go to the right here? No, he just wanted to refill before heading down. Oh, no, he's going to Gauntlet. Right, he's got bombs, so he can do this.
Oh, right, the bombs. So yeah, this is fine. Save is just in case he gets caught by the yapping dies, like, randomly.
Not a huge fan of this play with regular bombs. He does have power bombs to supplement for the most difficult parts of this. But with this low health, it's just really, really dangerous and really, really slow when you're using just regular bombs.
You have to be confident that you can get through it.
Yeah, he's already used up his reserve tank, and that's not a good start.
But, the difference between having a second power bomb pack and having bombs is pretty minimal. That's a second too.
Well, that's yeah. So we just need a way through Meridia, ammo or charge beam. Yikes.
So Tony hoping to find a charge beam here, or a way through Meridia, I suppose.
Yeah, ice speed or charge would be really good for Tony here, but it's just a reserve tank, so yeah, I think he's just gonna reset this. No, he's gonna go ahead and grab it. I would just reset this. I mean, the ammo in the back is probably not gonna be a difference maker. He's only got 25 health, so trying to get through this is gonna be really, really tight. He's gonna be extra careful and go slow.
Yeah, there's kind of a risk of dying here, but he could think that it's a seed where you really want the E-tanks for Upper Norfair.
So interesting here that Ace I didn't see if he fell after grabbing the various suit down there, or if he actually went down on purpose. He may already be thinking in terms of, well, all I need at this point is ammo, so I'm just going to go for it, and this, yeah, that's not going to work.
Just took too many
Hopefully
hits
he
in the
just
acid.
hopefully he
And
just moves on and doesn't go for that reserve tank. It's just not worth it.
I can't imagine he wants the reserve tank that badly.
I could see trying to keep a regular E-Tank, but if it was a regular E-Tank, he would have gotten a refill and would have made it a lot easier to get through. I find the difference between just even having one E-Tank going through Gauntlet is pretty significant. Yeah, I think Ace is already committing to ammo. That's what I'm seeing here. He'll probably check the majors that are also convenient, but definitely picking up more minors than I'm maybe used to seeing.
Yeah, he's still going to be checking majors for that way through Meridia. But having both suits means he's likely to check fewer majors overall, and that's why you'd want to lean into ammo.
Yeah, and there's going to be there are 3 possible ways that we can get through Meridia, because if Draygon's not in Meridia, if Draygon's anywhere else, then it's our 3rd reserve tank already. Then we don't actually need ice or speed to get through.
Yeah, that's very true. But we're seeing a lot of supers in this seed.
Yeah.
So maybe ammo is a good choice.
Hey, look, an E-Tank. They do exist. Well, the good news is there's only one more reserve tank out there, so...
Yeah, it'll have to stop giving them reserves at some point. Okay, so for Ace, these back 2 transitions will be 1 criteria and 1 red tower. And he's not really looking for the criteria one.
Yeah, he wants the red tower one. Let's see which one this is. This is the red tower one. Yeah, I think you just go here. Yeah. West Meridia.
Yeah. So there's
That's
going to
not...
be 3 West Meridias and 1 Upper Norfair.
Yeah, I think you want the Upper Norfair one at this point. Because Upper Norfair will have Ridley off of it. It'll have Croc off of it. If you don't know that you actually want to do Croc, and it will have a Crate off of it.
Yeah, since he has Varia, then he can do Ridley and Kraid location bosses.
Yep.
And it'll always force you to come back through the transition to Red Tower. So that's usually how you want to play these.
Yeah, you probably want
As long
one
as you
more
have what
super
you need
pack.
to beat the bosses.
Yeah, he's gonna want one more super pack for the Ridley fight. Right now, he's got enough to do the equivalent of 25 supers of damage, not counting his power bombs. So if he were to fight Ridley right now, he'd have to supplement with power bombs. Probably not
Still
gonna
a
do
ways
extra
off.
here. This isn't logic because we have various suit plus bombs and 2 E-tanks. Oh, he's going for it. This is a surprise just because there's only a couple majors that would really make a difference here.
There's a lot of good majors still.
Yeah, there are. Well, at this point, even an E-tank would not be terrible. Yeah, not quite going to get the end of it, but he's got bombs. So this bomb jump that he's doing right now is what puts this in logic. You can bomb jump here, and you can bomb jump to get to the first part. And a very nice power bomb placement to continue that bomb jump and kill everything in there.
That's not easy to do. You gotta jump off the spikes and then also deal with the waivers as you're bomb jumping up. It's an E-tank, he'll take it. Brings him up to 3.
Yeah, I think the only thing you wouldn't grab there, honestly, is a reserve tank. But he's seen only 2 reserve tanks, so to his mind, it could have been a reserve tank. He's also, again, the SMZ0 muscle memory, where you always want to check what that item is, because it could just be 10 arrows, and you just don't want to grab that.
Tony's still finding reserve tanks. Hasn't
Yeah.
yet made to the first D.
He'll get that in just a second, though. Gonna check this transition. And it is Meridia. Another West Meridia transition.
Yeah, you also don't want to do like an East Meridian now, because there's no way to get to the Draygon location.
Right.
So you'd be like targeting that norfair. But they could peek into West Meridia for the major, I suppose.
Yeah, okay. I thought maybe he'd go for the minor items here because there's 3 of them. But looks like he's just gonna check the transitions. One of these will go to Norfair, which is the one he wants.
He does
yeah,
pass
there's
by
the
that
Norfair.
room again on the way out of Norfair.
Yeah. And by then he'll have a better idea of what his ammo's at, and at which point he could make the decision to grab. Because Bubble Mountain, lots of ammo at Bubble Mountain. Okay, don't really need that energy. Although, I guess if you're going to check this without a space jump or grapple beam, you want that extra.
Helps having both suits getting through that room.
Yeah, absolutely. You may just be looking for lower Norfair right now. Yeah, okay. But he finds the entrance that's less good, so... Meanwhile, tonytyoung. Tony's gonna get his this was an E-tank at SpeedRun. We did see Tony practicing really hard for the X-ray deboost, so I actually kind of expect to see him to pull that out. It'll net him an E-tank, but, you know, at this point with so few E-tanks, it's not really bad.
It's not too dangerous to go for, and there's still, like, on both sides, a ton of majors that the runners want.
Yeah, and again, I mean, with the bombs as the backup, it's a little less dangerous because you have, you know, if you go for the deboost, you don't have the backup of something like bombs or high jump plus speed or spring ball or ice, then you could really get yourself into a bad place.
So something I noticed about the mode of Major Minor is that it has all those E-tanks and reserves in the pool, where Chozo and Countdown don't.
Right.
So that makes these major checks like less valuable.
Right, because in Major Minor we count E-tanks as a major. In Chozo, which we'll see next week, 3 E-tanks in a reserve are part of the pool of the so-called majors, plus a couple of supers, couple of missiles, and a power bomb. The idea is that the Chozo locations will have all the things you would need to beat the game. And everything else just ends up minor item. And of course, Countdown is only the 16 major items. Okay, so is this going to be lower Norfolk or Kraid? Yeah, he'd probably be happier to find Kraid first. Yeah, that in fact it is Kraid. So this is really good.
Yeah, those crumble blocks at the back of the Lower Norfair escape were removed to enable this transition being 2-way.
Yep, I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say not gonna grab. Well, okay, he is grabbing the power bomb.
Yeah,
I just think if this is Ridley, this could be a Ridley, and if it is, he's gonna need those power bombs, and he'll need to refill those missiles. He's gonna take a save just in case, because if this is Ridley again, he could soft walk without the ammo for it. Tony going for a different direction. It looks like he wants to head towards Business Center.
That makes sense to me. Has high jump and the ice beam checks.
Yep.
As well as the 2 entrances that are kind of on the run.
Having trouble getting this bomb jump. This isn't logic to do this with a bomb jump. Since we have Varia suit as well. I'm not sure the number of tanks it would take to put this in logic without Varia. Tony's skipping the missile. He might be committing to charge beam. Which is a little scary when you have everything else this early. And we do see Draygon, so that means Ace just sees ammo or charge, because he will be able to go through Meridia without getting speed or ice.
Yeah, sitting on about half of the ammo you need to kill Draygon. Had the option of farming, like mini Kraid, to get his ammo up, but that would have been slow. So he decided not to.
Yeah, this will be an ammo fight, but I mean, Draygon drops ammo, so it's maybe is a little bit slower than if he had the ammo up front, but it's gonna work out. Because it helps if you actually hit Draygon.
We'll see how practiced he is at like low percent ice.
It's not quite the low percent ice fight, because low percent ice makes a lot of use of pseudo screws in this fight. It gets a little extra ammo. Meanwhile, I didn't see what was over at high jump boots. I'm gonna actually maybe Tony hasn't done it yet. I don't see anything new marked on the tracker. I don't see an extra E-tank. Unless it was their last reserve.
Last reserve. Yeah, I think I saw it not be important. And an E-tank just at ice. They really want the movement items.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Like charge, ice, and speed are all really good, always. But movement items, plasma wave, screw attack would also just speed them up.
Yeah, high jump, space jump.
Getting a little unlucky on finding a back-to-back E-tanks at this point. It's just balancing out the early double suit.
Yeah, Ace gotta be a little careful here. He's getting kind of low on health, and he does need more ammo here. And use those 2 missiles that he just got. Sadly, if you use power bombs is a really good method to get rid of the goo, but Ace can't use that right now because it will not give you drops if you use power bombs on the goo.
Tony finds the good entrance to lower norfair.
So this will be Croc right here. So I would expect Tony not to do Croc.
Yeah, probably not, but should do lower norfair at least.
Yeah, I would expect to see lower norfair here. There goes down Draygon. Yeah, I have a feeling it might have actually been faster. Like I don't think Ace was thinking in these terms. I think if it had been Ridley, he just resets and then farms, and then everything else he can just get ammo as he needs it. But it probably would have been faster to farm up those supers from mini crate before going in. Gets a nice refill for his trouble. So it looks like Tony wants to do crate first, and I think he's mostly exhausted. I don't think he hasn't found the front entrance to lower norfair. But he'll know which one that is once he gets through this area.
But yeah, the low percent ice Draygon fight's deceptively slow. And Ace got a bit to experience that. Tony leaving behind his back of lower norfair entrance. Either looking for convenience items like screw, plasma, or E-tanks. Or maybe he just wants more ammo.
I kind of like this because, you know, I think the crate section is a little bit better to do. Plus you get, 3 majors, a bunch of minors here.
The problem is he has to run all the way back through the cathedral.
Yeah, that's true.
Like all the way back and up the elevators to get back there.
And with Crate not dead, we can't actually check the crate items. I would expect both runners will be checking Bubble Mountain right now. AceZer0 checked the way B.
They've been doing the on-path majors, so see them do these slightly off-path.
That's another super pack that's really good. That basically will give them enough projectile ammo for Ridley for both runners. And then could only, 30-25 is exactly enough for Ridley. High jump boots also really nice.
It's one of those movement items that they wanted. Like before thinking about charge, like you want to have a good amount of ammo for comfortably defeating any boss that you come across.
Yep.
Like, even if you have charge, then without a good number of missiles, it's still a slow fight on just phaser.
Okay, well now we're at 30 supers, so once you get to 30 supers, then you're pretty safe on Ridley. If you have to supplement a little bit on missiles and power bombs, that's fine. Now let's see what the major item is here. Just an E-tank and an extra missile pack. Ace already at 5+1. It wouldn't surprise me if he starts skipping E-tanks.
Doesn't have much need for them. He kind of walked into it. Didn't have time to skip it.
Yeah, that one's very easy to just walk into.
King Cac wins again.
And Ace knows that the last two entrances are upper north, or sorry, the other lower north, the back lower north entrance, the one he wants, and Croc. And once he checks one, he'll know what the other is. I believe was this just a missile? I think so. Yeah, Ace is definitely on the ammo train. 45-30 at this point in the race, when you still have 3 bosses left, is pretty good. It's a pretty good start. Ideally, you want to have at least 40-60. 40-60, though, is really tight because it includes having to pre-open doors and come back and refill your missiles. That extra missile pack allows you, he's at 45 now, allows you to not do that. And of course, if you start with 40-60 as kind of your base number, for every missile, every super you don't get, you need 3 missile packs. Or 5 to 15. The other thing to keep in mind is we might not find Ice Beam or Speed, and if we don't find Ice or Speed, there's no Zeb skip. So ideally you want to have enough missiles so that at worst, you kill all the Zebs, go back and refill once and only once. And with 50, you can do that.
Yeah, you want to know your bare minimum ammos, but always want to have that buffer to cut down on backtracking.
Yep.
Because that just costs so much time.
Okay, we missed this earlier. Let's see what it was. It was the reserve. Okay, that's all 4 reserves accounted for. Ace doesn't want this power bomb pack up there because he's got 20, and 15 is all you really need. Looks like he's forgot, not quite remembering which one of those blocks is the bomb block, and he finds it though.
And Tony's gonna be coming into this Draygon fight. Looks like he wants full supers even.
Yeah, he's gonna have a much better fight because he's gonna have a lot more ammo. I do think this farming is a little bit faster than what Ace ended up doing. Now, Tony is worried about Ridley, I think, not so much Draygon.
Yeah, for sure.
And that looked like a E-tank faceplant there. I expect Ace will skip every E-tank he can possibly skip after this, because that's 7. If he does manage to get a beam combo that allows for stand-up, that's exactly the number you want. So there's really no need for any more. But at this rate, I don't know that we'll even be checking that many majors. We might be just getting all our minors. Like the entrance to Lower Norfair is, or the back entrance to Lower Norfair is going to be 3 on-path minor items.
Yeah, they're still pretty far away from a good stand-up beam combination. So I don't even know if we'll even be seeing that.
Yeah, I mean,
too many more majors on path.
Yeah, at a minimum, you want charge plasma, and even that isn't not a great by itself stand-up beam. You'd really want to have like wave or ice at least to make it a little better. So Ace is not even gonna check the other connector because he knows that's Croc. And there you go. That's a much faster Draygon fight, and we don't want those power bombs. Now, it'll be interesting to see what he does over here. I kind of advocate a little bit for, if you think you're gonna pick up the power bombs of shame, not power bombs of shame, the power bombs in jail item, just go and check it blindly rather than peek it later. So we'll see what Ace chooses to do. 50-40 on the other hand is a really good amount. That's kind of more relevant in full rando when this could actually be a major item, but he's not even going to peek it. You could peek it on the way out, though. Still enough majors that are useful that he's going to go ahead and check this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw. You know, this is nice. About the last place. Anything beyond? Well, okay. If the boss here is Kraid or we've seen Kraid or Ridley. Getting screw attack there would be fine, but I think beyond, you know, once you lose lower norfair, that screw attack loses its value. So it's nice that you have it now for lower norfair.
Yep, it's good to have. It's possible he was stocking up on E-tanks, anticipating these key hunter hits, but now doesn't
care.
Get hit anymore. Like, it had enough E-tanks to just damage boost through all of them. And yeah, Tony's gonna have a healthier trip back through lower norfair, and has enough ammo now, but does have to go all the way back through the cathedral run and then back again to get out of the norfair zone.
Okay, so yeah, Ace now at 50-45. This is looking really healthy for his ammo situation.
Yeah, he should be fine if he sticks to minors. It's just that you also want some good majors that are out there, so you're going to be doing major checks.
Yeah, like, we're not going to see... Probably won't see a whole lot of the wreck ship, depending on where Fantoon is, but there's a lot of other on-path stuff that we can get to. Okay, what boss are we going to see here? Like, Ace wants to farm up a little bit. Yeah, 31 supers is really good. If this is Ridley, he's got a lot of leeway with that extra super, but it's just Kraid.
So we won't be seeing that the B-Tom room in Kraid's lair.
Yeah, I mean that's the kind of backtrack that you don't ever want to have to do. And since we have both suits, they're really, I mean, the best things you could get there are probably not going to save you enough time, like speed or ice or charge beam even.
It just would have worked out if Tony went here first.
Yeah, that would have been good for him. Yeah, Tony a little bit behind on the number of amount of ammo. He kind of went on the ammo path a little bit later than Ace did.
Also, just took that time hit at the start of the seed with his Gauntlet play.
Yeah, the Gauntlet play, and then just struggling to get the morph ball out of the ceiling early on. I'm gonna assume Tony will also pick up the screw attack. Use a power bomb instead of a super. Conserve his supers a little bit.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's funny. A lot of people don't know that you can use a power bomb there. I didn't know you could use a super there until I started watching speedruns.
Well, if you really want, you can jump morph over them.
Yep, that works too. Ace, where are you headed? Oh, he knows where this spits out and probably figures this is a little bit faster. And he can, he gets one more miner on his path here because he can go through the Mickey room.
Yeah, it's like there's that long run through Cathedral to get back to the Croc door It's
Or
pretty
you could
far.
go,
So.
Ace, you have an on-path major there that I think is faster anyway. Or sorry, an on-path minor there. It's probably faster anyway. Dead decides to go through fast pillars.
Well, he has to go to screw attack now, right?
Oh god, no, you don't go to screw attack here.
It's the only reason he go through pillars.
Are you doing it? No, he's not doing it. Well, he
Yeah,
and I will
there's
have a
a chance that
conversation. This does get him back a lot closer to the path back to Redburn, so it makes sense in that sense.
Yep. Exiting up front door, floor norfair. It's good. Takes them to the chronic boost room. And that's just across the spike lava pit from their transition to Red Tower.
Yep, he's gonna have to gate glitch here, but that's okay. First try. Yeah, this room kind of sucks without grappler space jump, to be honest. Ace does a nice job getting through, though. And gets himself a free refill.
I'm gonna use a few more supers on the eye door than he'd like, so he has to farm a bit. Just in case it's a Ridley fight, but we know it's Kraid.
Yeah, it's better to farm here and not need it than to get in there with a Ridley fight and realize you don't have the ammo for it.
So up the elevator is going to be West Meridia, and Ace is just going to follow that to East Meridia, and then probably run ship after that.
Yeah, it's a really good path if you can get it, because this will take you to... this will take you... The other exit of East Meridia will take you to Wreck Ship, and then you take Wreck Ship back to Criteria. And I believe the two entrances we haven't seen... Actually, we never saw the Blueburn end connector. But ideally, it's going to be one of these will take you to one of the Wreck Ship... ideally, it'll be Wreck Ship and Turian over in... in the right side of Criteria. See if he checks any of these miners over here. There's 3 miners if he wants to go up here. Nope.
I guess he didn't check the miners at Alpha Peeps when he passed through.
Yeah, that's another spot, and he's gonna have to go back through there at some point, I think. Actually, maybe not. If he loops around all the way, he's not gonna be going back there.
Like, that was the time to check
Yeah. Them. Okay, gonna do a snail clip, though. This isn't too bad with high jump. Oh, that looks too high. Yeah, that's too high. There, that looks a lot better. This is a little more forgiving with high jump as well. Yeah, there you go.
Few quick miners here.
And what he can go down, and then he go down a sand pit. If he goes down the right sand pit, he gets 2 miners, and then he can go up the turbo tube.
Yep, that's the path he has to take, because he can't get through Batuan.
Right.
Hallway.
Okay, now that he has 60 missiles, we can go 60-55. Yeah, Ace, no, Ace, no, you can't go that way. Taking the save. I hope he's not thinking of doing a crystal flash clip here, because he doesn't need to do that.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I don't know how good he is.
Dead.
Yeah, Draygon's dead. You don't need to go through that way. Okay, he remembered. You could also choose to check the major item, but I would go for the miners at the right sand pit. He's going for the major in the left. And maybe the right is going to be 2 power bombs and won't help him anyway, but...
You can always believe that it'll stop giving you the bad majors and you'll get the ones you want.
Spring Ball's nice, but really doesn't get us anything at this point. I don't think I'd even grab it here. Doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't help that much, but who wants it?
Probably gonna grab the missile. The missile will be easier. Yeah. Now the missile's easy to grab.
There you go. Use Spring Ball to get the other item.
We are kind of starting to run out of on-path miners, so we got one of Precious Missiles. He can check the Major at Bot Wound if he wants to. He's got to be careful not to actually go into Bot Wound, although I do think you can get back out if you go in the back way to Bot Wound. It's actually a really fun thing you can do at Bot Wound if you have Wave Beam and Charge Beam. Especially if you have like Wave Charge Plasma. You can kill Bot Wound through the pillar. Oh, he's gonna check Plasma. It's just kind of out of the way, and again, I'm...
Plasma's pretty slow to check.
Yeah, it's just out of the way, it's slow, it's probably just an E-Tank. There's still 7 of them out there. Well, maybe 6, I guess we skipped one.
Just a lot of room transitions, big rooms. And you gotta catch all these pirates here.
Oh, at least he gets out easy. My favorite item, Space Jump. But I think, as much as I love Space Jump, I don't think I would be going... If I had a spoiler log and I saw the Space Jump was over here at Plasma, I wouldn't be going and picking it up.
I think I saw Tony take a more straightforward exit from Lower Norfair and Upper Norfair.
Yeah, he didn't go to the back. Yeah, he wants to check these miners anyway. I like a lot better than some of the pathing that Ace has been doing. See, there's a super right there.
Rewarded.
I don't think this is ever going to be on Ace's path at this point.
Yeah, I think Ace's path is Forgotten Highway to Wreck Ship, then Wreck Ship to Criteria.
Yep. Now, he could check things in Wreck Ship, because this will either be Fantoon here, or Fantoon will be vanilla, so he'll be able to check the stuff there. Yeah, 2 super packs. Like, those 2 super packs right there would put Ace in go mode. Like, full-on go mode.
He's checking check this spot in Major, too.
Yeah, just an E-Tank. He doesn't want that. Okay, chat.
Still looking for majors. Tony might be more committed to minors.
Yeah, I like the on-path majors. I don't like going out of the way for these less on-path majors. Okay, chat. Are we gonna get Ridley or Fantoon here? There's a super pack for Ace. He just needs 1 more to be in go mode.
I feel like the sea has been pretty friendly with the number of supers.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's Fantoon. The nice thing about this being Fantoon is he gets a free check of the major item at the E-Tank. Tony's going to this one. I would have picked that missile up. When you're going on full-on ammo hunt, every 3 missiles you pick up is 1 less super you need. And I like to see runners pick up those missiles so that they can have that extra leeway.
We're gonna have a standard 80% Fantoon with Doppler missiles.
Tony taking a save. I guess he's going to check the miners up here. I like the check of the miners. I don't think you need to take a save. Like, unless there's 3 power bombs here, you're not going to reset.
Much that. And
again,
also skipping missiles.
Yeah, I don't. If you're in ammo mode, pick up all the missiles. PSA. Grab those missiles like that, because 40-60 is at minimum, but that's such a bare minimum.
He's also like close enough that just a few more missiles Get them there.
Yeah, because 55 is the same as 40-60. And there's going to be the reset right there because it's, 2 missiles in a power bomb pack. But he just skipped 3 missiles in succession. And that's one, that's one super pack.
Just recognize that it's a bit of a trek to get to the watering hole items. So use that reset.
Now, Ace could path in. Okay, he's going to go this way. He could have gone back and pathed in the right sandpit for a couple extra minor checks, but it looks like he's just going to go through Cack Alley.
So we're playing a light area, so that means we know that from East Meridia, one entrance is going to be West Meridia, and the other entrance is going to be a wreck ship.
And we already saw the West Meridia entrance, and so this one's going to take us back to the wreck ship.
It just means that you need to go through the full Forgotten Highway, which you don't normally see in a vanilla map run.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the things that's cool with the area rando settings is that we get to see this room, the room that Ace just left, the Thread the Needle room. Mostly only seen in RBO and map completion.
That room has some very technical strats in RBO.
Yeah, Tony says no to Spring Ball is going to check the other sand. No, he's just going to go for these miners here. Well, here there's going to be a missile. It's almost impossible for him to skip. So that's at least something. And we're going to get, let's see what we got here. So this is a super that puts Ace in go. It's a missile. Actually, technically, this is go mode too. 70-50 is, again, the equivalent of 55-55 or 40-60. Again, it's that tight amount where you do have to pre-open the doors and refill. I hope he realizes that if he decides not to go for any more ammo. In co-ops, he and I have definitely had conversations of, okay, what's our ammo situation? Although for whatever reason, in the SMZ3 tournament last summer, it was always me that had to skip charge beam. I was always the one missing charge beam.
Something to consider is they can't do Zeb skip, so they need to use ammo on the Zeb to break through.
That's right. Okay, 75-50 is more cozy. There you go, Tony, starting to pick up some missiles. Yeah, so what they'll have to do is also this is kind of Spiky Room of Death Junior when you've already killed Fantoon. Yeah, go ahead and check this miner. This is a very quick miner to check. It's just a regular missile, but so Ace probably has enough ammo that he could shoot all the Zebs out and break the MB1 glass if he wants to, and then go refill. But really, he just needs to shoot the Zebs and refill. Like 80 is not going to. He does not have enough to shoot the Zebs and not refill.
So that'd be like 11 per Zeb and then 36 for the glass. No, not even 18 for the glass. So that'd be enough.
Yeah, but what I mean is he still needs to refill, right? Let me see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Refill after.
There's gonna be one more. There's one more major check. I think you do check Ridley's item, and you'll get a free minor check, potentially at Moat, depending on exactly where this spits out and where terrain. Actually, I mean, no matter what, well, you're gonna see the area near Moat that you could check. Just a matter of is it, there are two of 3 entrances we have not accounted for. Not even grabbing plasma. He knows he's not getting charged, so I don't blame him for skipping that.
Yeah, finally start finding the good majors. He has the option of checking the E-Tank and the right side super.
Yeah, I think you check the E-Tank because it's kind of on your way, but I think I skipped the right super. Yeah, he's skipping the right super.
I think he's checked enough of the other majors that it's reasonable to do. both or
Also,
either.
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he just skips this as well, because I think if I mean, we'd kind of feel bad if this turned out to be charge beam when you just skip plasma.
So it's a double skip on the majors here.
Okay, so Tony now in bare minimum go mode at 55-55. Yeah, chat saying ice would be nice. Yeah, I know Ace has a severe dislike of Powerbomb Turian. Another conversation he and I have had many times.
Yeah, but Ice also saves that trip to the refill after shooting
Yeah,
out the Zeb.
yeah, that would be the bigger thing that Ice would do.
That's just a big time save for one item. But you would have to hit the item.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get a free moat check here. Hopefully this is a super missile. Yeah, nice. Okay, 80-55 is pretty cozy. I think he'll still have to shoot the Zebs out and refill, but is this Turian or do we have to go down back to Blueprint Star? It is Turian. And of course, in this mode, we get our free refill at the elevator.
Yeah, light area. The ship is just around the corner, so it's more helpful in a full area. But they're happy to have that full ammo refill. They really needed the supers in order to finish the seed.
One of the nice things about Powerbomb Metroids here is you don't even have to think about your projectile ammo. You just go ahead and because you're not going to lose any ammo here.
Like the only thing to maybe watch is your health if you get a little too reckless with it.
Yeah, with screw attack that shouldn't be a problem. Because while you're screw attacking, you don't lose health. It's kind of a balance, really, because when I do this with power bombs, I try to take some damage so that if I'm not expecting to do baby skip, I can have less health for that. I'm not sure how accomplished. I know Ace is not great at baby skip. I don't know how accomplished he is at doing it without speed booster. It does make it more difficult. He's also been working on it pretty hard, though. Just getting his 80% time down.
It seems like speed booster-less baby skip is something that people have started trying out more recently. Before, it wasn't that common.
So Tony also gonna be pretty good on ammo because he's gonna end up at 60 supers, and he can check. There's a couple of missiles he can grab as well if he wants to on the way. I assume Ace will at least attempt this because he's gonna need to refill missiles anyway at some point. So he's gonna, if he can get away with not stopping at the refill room the first time, that would be really good. Although with a reserve tank, he could choose to use that, but that's pretty dicey if you're going through all the Zebs. I think you just take the refill and use your missiles and then come back.
Yeah, definitely safer to take the health refill first. You'd have to think the race was real close to risk it.
He does pre-open the first door. There's really no reason to do that in this situation because you're going to have to come back and refill anyway.
I feel like he thought about going all the way.
Yeah, I think he did. I mean, if he'd had the other 3 reserves that were available, then I would probably just go ahead and shoot out the Zebs and come back. And just using only missiles here, he knows he's got to... Yes, and this is plenty of missiles to shoot them all out and come back. I don't think he doesn't really need to do the... With 80 missiles on a refill, he really doesn't need to break the glass here, though. He can just shoot this last Zeb out and leave. Yeah, that's what he's planning on doing.
Break the glass if you're like maybe worried about missing supers on Mother.
Yeah. I mean, if let's say he uses 40 missiles on MB1 just as a... I mean, because you don't always get the perfect 36. That's still 40 missiles left, and that's the equivalent of 8 supers. So he'd have to do a lot of bissing for that to be a problem. And at 16 missiles left, you're not going to be able to break the glass, and with that anyway.
It's 18 to break the glass.
All right, Ridley for Tony. 48 supers will make very quick work of this. We'll see if he picks up the plasma beam.
I feel like Ridley's in wreck ship in a lot of these seeds. Straightforward fight, 30 supers, and then just jump into the claws.
There we go. That's a dead Ridley for Tony. Also, Ace showing off how annoying this is to do with that ice beam to freeze the Rinkas. And so Tony says, you know what, I'll take the plasma beam.
So what I do with that ice beam is jump into the hole in the glass. It's 6 missiles to break the glass, then 3 more, and then I use my supers on MB1. And then you just get it killed before you fall out, and Rinkas aren't a problem.
He's doing the I'm going to leave 15 supers for the end, for post-ketchup. I tend to like to shoot my missiles first, so like in this case, you have 55 supers, so you need to fire off 15 missiles right away, and then... fire off all my supers, and if I miss any, I can just fire off the missile I need.
Using all my supers first. And then I don't have to worry about counting anything. Just shoot.
That works too.
Into this rainbow phase.
Yeah, with Tony picking up that plasma beam, I'm a little surprised he didn't check the E-tank item. Just because that could have been, you know, plasma charge would have been good. I mean, plasma at this point just doesn't really do a whole lot.
Is plasma like even worse than SpeedGaming at this point? For like,
I mean, it's kind of is honestly, because the beam is just, you know, it doesn't have the same hitbox as SpeedGaming does. I mean, you're not using it for very long, and we're not even getting ice beam, which would also make a difference. You know, I'd rather have space or ice for Metroids if I'm just killing Metroids. I mean, it's a small difference though. It's
ending on equivalent ammos. Just extra super for Tony, but more missiles for Ace.
Yeah, I think that extra super was mostly the Red Tower. I want to say there were 2 supers at Red Tower, and then Ace got a super that Tony didn't get somewhere else.
Tony going for the power bomb, the Rinka spawner approach. It damages all the Metroids in the room for some reason, and brings them towards you.
And Ace is in the escape. And apologies, I should have switched the audio to Ace. But wasn't thinking about it. At this point, we'll just leave it on Tony since Ace is almost done here. Oh, or I'm guessing somebody else seen it. Oh, no, it just, the audio there is kind of similar. Okay. And of course, no speed boosters, so we have to jump out of here the hard way.
Jump off of a shaking wall. No area randomizer in the escape. That setting is disabled. And we get back to the landing site as Ace makes his approach to the ship. Successfully lands and enters the ship. GG's to AceZer0, winning the race.
With an official race time of 1 hour and 11 minutes. GG's.
Now Tony's gonna have the same Torian. It has to shoot out the Zeptites. And come back for the missile refill. Or continuing on to final boss.
And joining us now is AceZer0. GG's, Ace.
Thanks. GG's to Tony.
Yeah, and we'll bring him in just a second, but we'll let you have your time first. That was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it was, I mean, not surprised that after the free suits, Charge Beam was nowhere to be found. It was anywhere good. Well, I guess.
Have you seen the
spoil it? Yeah, okay. I saw in mine where it was. You all can see that it actually wasn't very far out of the way. I definitely thought about checking it. It wasn't the worst spot, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I played really well and I made a couple really good decisions, but I think I hedged my bets way too much on like ammo versus charge, and I ended up spending like all the time going to plasma. That really,
yeah,
that's so far away. I didn't like think of how far away it was, but then it was on my way there.
Yeah, I didn't like the plasma check. I didn't like the left sandpit over right sandpit, because right would have been two minor items.
That's the other thing. Yeah, I was like, I don't know which sandpit's better. Like left is the good one, but
left is the good one? It's the good one if you're looking for majors, but it's the bad one if you're looking for minors. And when you left Lower Norfair the long way, I thought maybe going through Mickey instead to get the minor item there might have been a good choice. But other than that, I'm actually pretty proud of you for committing to ammo as early as you did, because I know we've had those conversations about when to commit to ammo and when to go with charge beam.
Yeah, I mean there were so many majors left that like I was like, it could be somewhere awful. It could be gravity or like, you know, screw attacks always out of the way. Like it could be, you know, locked behind Ridley, and that's the last boss I do, and then it's, you know, ammo Ridley anyway, so you need a bunch of ammo.
Mama Turtle Kraid. Also the shout outs to the ice beam at the Kraid energy tank that you were never ever getting.
No, definitely not.
I mean, I suppose if you had found Lower Norfair before you found Kraid, you could have picked that up, but
honestly though, like I was kind of, not like I was worried about Lower Norfair, but I was worried about losing time there. So even if I found the other side first, I was probably gonna still commit to going to Kraid's lair and then go back for like the backside of
Yeah, that's what
LN.
Tony ended up doing. Is he found Croc and LN, and went
Okay.
back for Kraid.
So
And
he
we do
pushed
have
like for those majors first, I take it then?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have Tony joining us. Spoilers, he will finish. GG's, Tony.
GG Ace.
Thanks. GG's.
Yeah, I think that the thing that hurt you, Tony, because I mean it was such a straightforward seed, was just the time you lost early. Just having trouble getting the morph ball and then doing the gauntlet check, which is bombs.
Yeah, I swear I've never had so much trouble doing that deboost and even escaping Alcatraz ever.
Yeah, I mean
So,
it happens every once in a while. It's just one of those things. Um,
yeah,
Gauntlet, I'm
and
surprised
then
you didn't just bail on Gauntlet after the reserve tank showed up. Honestly.
so if you saw, I paused there. I was trying to do the SMZ3 soft reset, and then I remembered this is an SMZ3, so I need to hard reset. And at that point, I was like, well, I'm already here. I might as well see if there's like supers or something in the back to make this worth it. And then I died, unsurprisingly. So
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I mean
the
it's rough.
You had just the 5 power bombs too, I take it?
yeah, correct.
Yeah, like it. I don't know. I skipped it. I usually don't, and I felt bad about it. And that's of all the places I was like, man, if Charge is at Gauntlet, like there's no way I'm winning this because Tony's probably going to check it, and then I'm going to check 800 miners, and he's going to have Charge.
I would have skipped it, but I messed up trying to get that morph ball. It took me like 3 or 4 tries, and then I couldn't get out of Alcatraz. I had to bomb my way out, and at that point, I wanted to see if there's any advantage I could get, like in case you skipped Gauntlet. If it's like speed booster or something, then that's gonna be huge.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even see where,
tank.
I didn't even see where speed was on the credits, so it was somewhere.
Sloppiness early. I went up the elevator and then realized I should have checked the item next to morph.
Yeah,
so I went back
that was
down
kind
to
of
check
funny.
it. I was like, wait a minute. 'Cause I was like, I don't want to check this entrance because I don't have a lot of health. I might like die on the way back from the side hoppers. And I was like, wait, but there's still an item there. I don't have supers yet. Like, I really should check that. I got to go back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we ever saw. It must have been the other Brinstar connector. I'm guessing.
Bottom of Green Brin.
Because we never really saw it. But
yeah, with light area, it had to be. There's only one left there.
Right. So, I think in light area, I feel like that particular connection, checking it early, has less value, but it's also a lot safer because you're never going to run into the situation where you take the connector and you're in a heated area and you have to just get out or are in a watery area. I
think from what I understand from light area, which is probably not that correct, but we'll see, is that like if you get knowing if it's like wreck ship there and you can see which side of wreck ship it is, that could be really valuable.
Yeah,
know,
I think
like,
that's
is it going to be good to go through Meridia to get to wreck ship? Like if you have to go all the way out the like Forgotten Highway side of Meridia to get to the Forgotten Highway side of wreck ship instead of just getting back to Criteria, that might not be helpful.
Yeah, and I guess if it takes you straight to Green Brinstar, that can be useful too. We've seen that.
Yeah, or that
connector
just
before.
Pick up a couple majors right away at Green Brin elevator. But I'm curious how our like boss loadouts compared. I know I popped into the restream at the very end when Tony was fighting Ridley, looked like the same as mine, but
yeah, I think Tony committed to
ammo Draygon. It was terrible.
Oh, he farmed before he went into Draygon. You had the slow. I need. Yeah, that was a little scary actually. With that little ammo you had to going into that. If that had been Ridley, was the plan to reset and farm?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And then when I went in there, I was like, wait, it's Draygon. I probably should have farmed for this anyway because that's like 50% chance I needed more supers.
Yep.
It's like, well, I'm already here. It can't be that bad. Like, I'll get missile drops, and then I didn't get very good missile drops.
Nope. Yeah, so Tony had a faster Draygon than you did.
Okay. Probably a faster Phantoon too, but that wasn't that bad.
That was pretty bad, so I don't know.
This phaser hitbox, I just can't get used to it in that fight. Like, I'm so used to either wave or nothing from like...
From any percent.
Yeah, from any percent, or like, I don't know. Dorando, you do it with no beams a lot.
And Tony finishes with an official race time of 1:07:55. GG's again, Tony.
Thanks for the GG's.
Gotta ask, did either of you see where Speed Booster was? I'm kind of curious about.
I think it was that screw attack.
Yeah.
Oh, gross! Yeah, you guys were never getting that.
Yeah, I missed that one. I saw something was gravity. suit. What was gravity suit? X-ray was gravity suit, so that's
yeah.
tucked out of the way, which is fine.
I mean, when the game gives you suits right away, and then you get a Draygon fight, so you don't have to find ice or speed. It just And speaking of the Draygon fight, it looked for a second, Ace, like you were going towards bot wound when you were in that area.
What do you mean? Oh, like I just wanted to check the major in case it was like charge or ice.
No. I mean, instead of going down the sand pit and going up to take Cack Alley, it looked for a second like you were going to bot wound.
I was like trying to figure out like, because the crystal flash clip is definitely something I can do with bombs and a suit.
Yeah.
I can't do the suitless one. I can't do it without bombs.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I was thinking about that, and I was like, how does this even work? Like, I have to damage down like 6 E-tanks. Like, this is gonna take forever, and it's like I might mess it up. I better save. And then I was like, wait a minute, the door's open. Is it faster to go all the way around? That's slow, but I can check items. Like, that's why I was so confused on which sand pit to take. What was faster?
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I think it's better to now, unless you're one of those people that can just do a crystal flash clip at will, it's probably better to go around. Even then, like your bot wound fight wouldn't have been super fast either. So
right, and then I wanted to farm up all the supers for what was 50% chance of Ridley.
Yeah,
and I wanted to have the supers for that. So that's why I figured if I was like low on health, maybe I would have done it anyway for the health refill, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
I almost did the same thing actually. On my way to Meridia, I went through the Red Tower elevator and I picked up the miners there, and I saw a power bomb pack behind Alpha Peeps, and I thought, I don't need this. I'm just looking for supers and missiles. And then I thought, well, if I need to TF it to get through to Draygon because I don't have ice or speed.
Right.
So I picked up the power bombs, but after resetting the first time pit, I realized that I already killed Draygon. I can just take the exit.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the cool perks of boss order is when you get that early Draygon kill.
Yeah, that's actually why I picked up the second or my 20th power bomb too. It was the same thing. I had 15. I was like, well, an extra 5 for a crystal flash clip to make sure I get it should be.
I'm upset about this ice beam location because I forgot it was boss rando and I saw LN first, and I was thinking I didn't have enough ammo to do Ridley, but. I was thinking, well, I could pick up ammo on the way and hopefully I find supers, but I totally forgot that it doesn't have to be really there. And
right.
If I did that path, I would have done crate first, gone into crates there, and picked up the ice beam.
Yeah, ice would have been nice here because not only more so because you both had to do the let's missile out all the Zebs and refill thing.
Yeah, that was that was a thing.
It does mean that your ammo was pretty good for MB2 though, so at least there's that.
Yeah, I think I don't know, it worked out. I was kind of stressed out about the ammo inventory, and I never know how that works. And I had 2 practice seeds where things didn't they worked out enough that I made it function, but it was really bad. Like one of them I had to take 3 refills at the end of it. I was like,
yep.
I don't want that to happen in a race, and here we are. That's why I took the save. I was like, I think this is good enough. I don't know what could go wrong.
Yeah, because
something could go wrong.
I mean, I am the one that always figures out the ammo situation, which is kind of funny because I'm also when we play together, I'm also always the one that skips charge beam though. So it probably works out fine that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I felt pretty good about this one. I think I played pretty well, all things considered. My Ridley fight was really good. I think in general, I know Tracy, you mentioned going through Mickey Mouse on the way out of LN. I think I should have just went back up the way I came instead, honestly, because I was thinking I need to get back to the croc door and it'd be faster to go the other way. But I don't know, it still was slow, and I could have just went back through Cathedral. That wouldn't have been that slow considering the difference. It's actually minor.
All right. Anything else either one of you want to add before we go ahead and close this out?
GG again to Ace. Thanks Tracy and Aussie for comms, and I forget who our tracker is, but thank you for tracking. Thanks for the restream.
We have Beep to the Boop.
Beep to the Boop. Thanks for the tracking. Yeah, and good luck in the 2-0 bracket. Or I say bracket Swiss.
Yeah, we're gonna have some pretty good players in 2-0 because there's some pretty good 1-1 matchups this week.
Yeah, it was a fun race. This one definitely could have went either way with just a little bit of luck, or if I had one bad mistake somewhere. But I feel like I'm really volatile, and Tony's definitely better than me at routing in general, like both SMZ3 and probably also these. So I felt like I had a big disadvantage there I had to make up for by playing well, and a straightforward seed helped me out a lot. But yeah, good luck to you going forward, Tony. I'm sure you'll get a couple more wins before the end of everything.
And you.
All right, yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Unfortunately, that is the last restream broadcast we have for today. Although, unless for some of you, it'll still be today with the next one. Is at 1 a.m., 1:10 a.m. June versus GamerX. That'll be on SpeedGaming main, and we should have plenty of restreams tomorrow. Nothing's been assigned channels yet, but we do have a 1:00 p.m. Afternoon matchup between Mr. Guy Average and Ghost T. So. Be sure to tune into that one. That's also on SpeedGaming. No, that doesn't have a channel yet, so we'll see where that one lands. But keep an eye on the schedule to see what gets aired. I'd like to thank everybody. Thank you, Aussie, for joining me on comms today. It was a good time. And our runners, if you're not already following them, please do so at the command there. And our tracker, Beep to the Boop, doing a great job behind the scenes, clicking those buttons. Trackers always are MVPs. And that'll do it for us. We'll see you all at the next one.